Hi, I'm Meeka 6, also known as the Moroccan Angel. If this is our first encounter, I want to welcome you to my channel and let you know that I'm happy you're here. If you find my content spiritually enlightening at the end of the video or at whatever point, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and press the like button. The topic we're going to be focusing on today is how to know that you know Jesus. What is the proof that you know him? So the proof or the evidence that I'm speaking of is the biblical evidence that proves without doubt, unquestionably, that you know Jesus the Christ, the very one that walked the earth 2,000 years ago. We know, according to the scriptures, that belief alone does not make you a Christian. The evidence does. So when we speak of a biblically defined Christian, it's one who steadfastly follows or obeys the teachings of Jesus. But going off this biblically defined premise, a Christian knows Jesus because the reason they know Jesus on this particular level is because they are possessed with the Spirit of Jesus. Now, I want to read something to you by one of Jesus' disciples, a biblical Christian. In 1 John 2 and 3, it states, "And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments." I want to zero in on two words, the word know and the word keep. The word know is, in the original Greek text, is gnosko. And this word means to get a knowledge of, or perceive, or have a clear understanding of, or to be acquainted with. The ones who are true biblical Christians, they have a genuine acquaintance with Jesus. They have an accurate perception of who he is and his message. They have, the ones who know Jesus, they keep his commandments. The word keep in the original Greek is thereho, and this word means to hold fast to carefully observe. So they have this tendency to remain loyal to his commandments and his teachings, and in doing so they have this undeniable relationship or acquaintance or connection with Jesus. Now, this disciple or this biblical Christian is stating that by this we know as Christians that we know him, as true biblical Christians, that they know Jesus if they keep his commandments. But he takes it further. How do you know for absolute surety, like unrefutably know, without question? He makes the claim that the way that we know as biblical Christians undoubtedly know that we know Jesus. From his perspective, this is what he's saying. The proof that they keep his commandments is that whatever they ask for, no matter what it is, no restrictions, he does it. He does it. Imagine that. Now in 1 John 3 and 22, it reads, "And whatsoever we ask of him, we receive of him Because, this is the reason why, because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. Can you imagine? Whatever you ask for, that's supernatural. This is in fact one of the ways by which one can determine a genuine Christian profession. Now we see this in black and white. We see it right here, written right here in the scriptures in black and white. So tell me, when a professing Christian prays and their prayers go unanswered for a day, weeks, months, and years, asking for deliverance from oppression, from sickness and disease, mental torment, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, deformities, amputations, the healing of loved ones, young and old, who now lie in the grave. Tell me, why are we told, especially by Christian leaders, that it wasn't Jesus' will? Who's telling you that? Jesus never said that. Jesus said in John 14:13, to reiterate what this disciple is saying and confirming what this disciple is saying. Whatever you ask for, Jesus said this in John 14:13, whatever you ask for, anything, I will do it. I will do whatever you ask for in my name. Why? Why will he do this? So that his Father may be glorified. Tell me, why are they praying outside of Jesus' will anyways, if they actually have his Spirit? Something's amiss. To the one who's professing to be a Christian, and your prayers were not answered, in the sense of your loved one died despite your pleas to Jesus to heal them, or you were stricken with COVID despite claiming your healing, and you still had to walk out that designated time for quarantine, or your loved ones are still sick and afflicted, and everyone around you is still in bondage to sin and sickness and poverty and disease. I know why. It's actually in the scriptures. I know why. Go with me to 1 John 2:4. States, he that saith, I know him, I know Jesus, and keepeth not his commandments, brace yourself. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him. Those who do not have the Spirit of Christ, yet claim to know him, not only do they not steadfastly keep his commandments, but there's no proof. There's no evidence or confirmation, biblically aligned confirmation, of His Spirit. There's no evidence. The evidence of His presence is missing. And one of those proofs is that He does not answer their prayers. The supernatural intervention, not the prayers that, for a new car, and you saved up for 6 months and bought a new car. Not that kind. Or not, you're on chemotherapy and it goes successful and you credit Jesus for it. No, these are not biblically aligned confirmations of His supernatural power. Have you ever prayed over a dead body of a loved one 3 days in the grave and restored life to their body? Why are you poor, sick, in bondage to sin, professing to be a Christian? Jesus said, if you are in fact professing to be a Christian and you don't steadfastly keep His commandments and obey Him at all times, if you are professing to be a Christian and not keeping His commandments steadfastly, He will prove you to be a liar, not a follower of His. He will prove you to be a liar and void of the truth. And He said those who claim to be a Christian, but they don't actually follow Him or steadfastly keep His commandments, and they're claiming to know Him, they're liars. And the evidence of this will be seen in their unanswered prayers. Has Jesus biblically confirmed your Christian confession based on the evidence that we've just examined? Or has He proven you to be a liar? That's heavy.